everyone, it's art time. And before the library's closed here, I found a book called Origami Farm Animals. And we're going to try maybe one or two of these. Ones that are a little bit more simple to follow the directions on. Folding farm animals for art today. So it's kind of similar to when we folded paper airplanes for science. I'm going to break this into at least two parts. And the first part, I'm just going to go over some of the beginning stuff in this book about folding paper, and that's what's going to help us once we go to try to make the animals. So I wanted to read this little part first before we get started. And it says, origami is the art of folding paper. In Japanese, the word ora means to fold and gami means paper. People in Japan and all around the world enjoy origami. And we had received some folded birds. It kind of looks, yeah, like this one over here a little bit, from when we did our Flat Stanley, and some of the students there folded little paper cranes that we got to see a few weeks ago when we shared that with the class. So now we're going to make our own. The first animal we're going to make is the sheep. But before we even do that, we're going to work on some basic folds and words and materials and symbols. So let me minimize me. And okay, so we're going to work on these basic folds. I'm going to see if I can shuffle through some of these pictures, though. We're going to start with, wrong way. Getting a square. So all of our animals have to start with square paper. And so you can use whatever sheet of paper you have lying around, construction paper, line paper, white paper. The little bit thicker is probably going to be easier, but all of it's usually this shape, like a rectangle. But we need it to be a square, and squares have even sides. So you could use a ruler to measure so that it's the same on both sides. But there's a trick where you take one corner and you fold it so that the point right here is an even line down, and you're left with this little bit of extra strip off to the side. And I'm going to make myself big and show you that again. So it's on here on the page. It says get a square. Many origami models use a square piece of paper. It's easy to make a rectangular piece of paper square. Fold one short edge so that it lines up with the long edge. You increase the fold, and then you cut off the strip under the triangle. Unfold the paper, and now you have a square. So let's do that again. So this is the short side of the paper, or this is the short side of the paper. But you take one corner on the short side and you fold it to the long side. And you want it to be even on the bottom as best you can. And then you can crease it. Now, since I'm using line paper this time, I can kind of see where my paper is going to line up. And this is the side under the triangle right here that I want to cut off. So this part right here is where I'm going to cut. I don't want to cut where it folded over. I just want to cut the single piece of paper right here and cut it off. So that's what I'm going to do. Underneath the fold, okay. Oh, let me try that again. Okay, so I cut that part off. It was like this. So I folded it over and cut that part off. And when I open it up, there's a square. It's the same on all sides. Okay, so from this shape, now I can do some more folding. So let's look at some of our basic folds. Okay. Oh, wrong way. Okay. Now that we have a square piece of paper, we can look at our basic folds. And if you need to, you can pause the video so that you can get some paper and you can try this. And if you need to go back and re-watch how to do it, that's the best thing about video, so you can re-watch it. So, mountain fold means that when you fold it, you want to fold it away from you in half, or however it says, so that your paper kind of looks like a mountain. It's sticking out towards you. The valley fold is that you want to fold it away from you so that the edges are towards you, and then the crease is away from you, so that it looks like that. So this is valley, and then this is mountain. Mountain, valley. Or mountain, valley. And then whether you make a mountain fold or a valley fold, if you press it together, you can make a crease so that you can see where you folded the paper. And it's a sharp fold. So we'll be creasing our paper sometimes. Oh, wrong way. Okay. So in our book, we're going to be looking at some symbols. So, and it says the words underneath. A valley fold, a mountain fold. The mountain has the dots and the lines. If you need to crease it, it's a solid white line. The two arrows is fold and unfold. One arrow pointing this way is fold towards the front side, and this is fold towards the back side. A loop-D is turn over. An arrow that's round is rotate. Push or pull, and then we probably won't be doing this, but a green line is cut with scissors. Okay, so the inside reverse fold is something we're going to practice because to do one later we might need it. So, this fold is often used to make the head or feet of an animal. It may seem hard at first, but after you practice it becomes easier. Here's the instructions to make this fold. So, we're going to take our square and fold it into a triangle. It's a valley fold, so away from us, like this, the valley. And fold. Oh, sorry. Not into the square. We're going to fold it into the triangle. So, valley folded into the triangle shape. And this is the shape that it looks like on the book. So then you're going to take one corner and you're going to fold it. For me to do, I have to do it opposite so you can see. So it lines up with that long edge. Okay, so when I look at it, it looks like that. So I'm going to fold it up along the long edge. So I fold it up on the long edge, and I crease it firmly, and I unfold it, and then I'm going to fold it the opposite way. So I'm just going to make this triangle back and forth. I'm not changing the paper anywhere. Okay, so I folded it one direction, and then I folded it the other direction. And I creased it. So now I have this line right here. Now I'm going to unfold the paper and open it up to a square. And I'm going to take that point and fold it up and in. And then I can refold over. And so it has this missing part right here. And sometimes that's how you want it to be. You want the page to be like this. And sometimes to make like a head or face, you might like unfold some of this so it sticks out a little bit. And so that you have something sticking out, like the crane or something like that. But in the book right now, it just says refold it into the center so that you have this flat edge. And the triangle is up inside, so it's hiding. So that's the inside reverse fold. All right. We're going to move on to the next video where we try our sheep's face. And I will meet you there. Bye, guys.